Humvees, paratroops can drop from 2 side doors. Equipment can be dropped from its rear cargo hatch. The C-17 is capable of normally carrying more than 100 fully armed paratroopers, but some 200 could be flown if required. The Bell AH-1 Huey Cobra provides support for air assault operations. There are 2 types of helicopter, the gunship and the scout. Small arms fire provides the greatest threat to the assault helicopter as it arrives at the landing zone. Gunshot helicopters, like the Huey Cobra, provide suppressive fire support at all stages of the assault. The McDonnell Douglas AH-64 Apache looks like an angry insect. The combat-proven AH-64 Apache is the world's most advanced and capable attack helicopter. Its potent combination of sensors, survivability, weaponry, and performance continues to set the standard, which has been followed by most attack helicopters in the world today. Conceived in the mid-1970s to replace the Huey Cobra in U.S. Army service, Apache became operational in 1985. Flown in the now standard attack helicopter layout, the Apache has extensive composite armor to protect itself and the crew from enemy anti-aircraft fire. Twin T-700 engines give outstanding agility and a top operational speed of over 300 kilometers per hour. Both are fitted with exhaust suppressors to reduce the infrared signature. The Apache is built to take punishment. Aside from self-sealing fuel tanks, it also has redundant flight controls. Survivability is at the heart of the Apache's design. The widely separated engines run independently via a common gearbox, so that if one takes a hit, the other keeps the Apache flying. Critical areas of the structure and some components, such as the transmission, are armored with a boron Kevlar steel composite and are tolerant to hits by heavy machine gun rounds and cannon shells up to 23mm caliber. The main rotor blades continue to operate for 5 hours after ballistic damage. The Apache is combat capable under a variety of weather conditions. Key to the Apache's 24-hour ability is its target acquisition and designation system, TADS, and pilot's night vision sensor. These are allied to sophisticated navigation and flight control avionics. It's a deadly combination for an enemy. The navigation system allows precise flight on ground-hugging profiles called Nap of the Earth. Advanced avions also allow for tight formation flying. It is a very lethal airborne tool. The Apache's fixed weapon is the 30mm chain gun with an effective range of 2 kilometers. Slaved to both helmet-mounted sights of the gunner and pilot, it can easily destroy lightly armored vehicles and also provides self-protection from air threats. Mounted in the nose, the TADS attack system consists of a combined laser spot tracker and rangefinder, an infrared sensor, and a low-light level TV system. It is used to locate and designate targets, as well as a backup to the navigation system. TADS allows the Apache to quickly unmask from cover and designate in seconds. Apache then attacks from ranges beyond the reach of lethal battlefield air defense systems. Primary weapon is the Hellfire anti-armor missile. The Apache usually carries 8. Hellfire has a semi-active laser seeker behind the nose window, which tracks the reflections splashed from the target by a laser designator. A combination of kinetic energy and a tandem-shaped warhead allows Hellfire to penetrate up to 1.5 meters of armor, stopping all existing or projected armored vehicles dead. Laser designations may be provided by the Apache's own TAD system, by a designator on the ground, or by a scout helicopter. In whatever version, the combat-proven Apache continues to reign as the world's most awesome attack helicopter. The premier example of this category of battlefield helicopter is the British Army's Westland Lynx, which saw combat during Desert Storm. Lynx remains Britain's main anti-tank helicopter, with over 100 in service with the Army Air Corps and Royal Marines. 2 Rolls-Royce GEM turboshafts give it unmatched performance and agility. Sitting side by side, the crew comprise a pilot and a gunner who locates enemy tanks with a roof-mounted sight. After popping out from cover, these are engaged with 8 tow-wire guided missiles. Tested, but not used operationally, is the French Magic air-to-air missile. Lynx has also been tested with the European hot weapon, similar to the American TOW. Both are subsonic, optically sighted, wire-guided missiles weighing around 20 kilograms. After launch, the missile deploys 2 fine trailing wires. The gunner tracks the missile via a flare in the tail and transmits course corrections down the wires to the control vanes. The aviation regiments in 24 Air Mobile Brigade each have 2 anti-tank squadrons, a light battlefield helicopter squadron and a HQ squadron and workshop. The anti-tank squadron provides the combat power for the aviation regiments with the Lynx Mark 7. The squadrons provide the primary anti-armor capability for the brigade. World's fastest helicopter, Lynx is much more versatile than a 2-seat attack gunship. Its cabin can carry missile reloads or 1 ton of cargo, but its main advantage is that it can also function as an assault transport, landing up to 12 troops right onto the battlefield. The McDonnell Douglas Defender is a scout helicopter. They are an integral part of an airborne division's helicopter assets. As well as providing reconnaissance for the commander, they can act as airborne command posts during air assault operations. And these little helicopters, like this Israeli Defender, can frequently pack their own powerful punch with guns, rockets, and anti-tank missiles. The Bell OH-58D Kiowa Warrior is the target acquisition and laser eyes for the Apache. It is the U.S. Army's standard combat scout helicopter. Equipped with a mast-mounted sight, it is a powerful attack helicopter in its own right. The modern airborne force has to be able to fight in any climate, under any conditions. To accomplish this, the exercises and training must never cease. These are British paratroopers from the 2nd Battalion Parachute Regiment, based at Aldershot in the UK. Here, covering the skies over Egypt in a military exercise designed to build on the cooperative spirit among coalition allies, first demonstrated in the Gulf War. This is the first time British paratroopers have returned to Egypt since they dropped into the Suez Crisis of 1956. It is also the first time the British Army has contributed troops to exercise Bright Star, a multinational exercise held twice each year involving thousands of Allied troops. Zero Zone. It is El Alamein, the turning point for both Montgomery's 8th Army, nicknamed the Desert Rats, and Rommel's Africa Corps during World War II. These troops are well trained. The first job on the ground is to gather up the parachute, but the para is already prepared for combat. His webbing carries enough basic ammunition and water that with his weapon he can immediately begin fighting, even without all the other gear. Communications are crucial for the exercise. Even with sophisticated locating devices, it's easy to get lost in the desert terrain. The equipment is heavy, and the desert heat is an increasing burden for the men. One trooper is near exhaustion before he is relieved of his load.
Who's it again?
Private Coney, sir.
Coney, right, straight back down there to Corporal Rollins. Right, go down, don't just keep walking. Right, go down.
Here I go, sir.
Right, sir, 1%. You're right. Sure, Jeff.
The paras display their weapons to Allied soldiers.
Have you got this in your army? Mortar?
Have you got a mortar?
Have you got mortar tool in your army?
Yes.
The El Alamein battlefield is the location of the Bright Star exercises, which fall on Remembrance Day. The paras pay tribute to their fallen colleagues.